Always so high at United and the spotlight brighter than anywhere else. Is there an argument to say that Ruben has potentially walked into the toughest job in football?
Well, you know, when you're going in to manage or play for the biggest clubs in football, that's part of it, and you know.
Well, United, it's more than everything is under the microscope.
Yeah, of course, but I have to say, when my years in Real Madrid, I experienced also microscopical views and intensity, and 20 pages every day in Marca and in Us and radio stations and social media, etc., etc. So I think
in England, that's certainly.
Yeah, no, but generally also in the world. So United is there, and that's why it's also the challenge. And to play and manage this club, it's a huge responsibility, and I see that as a challenge as well. Whoever manages or plays here.
Because you hear of people who, everyone looks out and say, yeah, it's a big club, and it's only when they've actually worked in there and they go, blimey, it's it's even bigger than I realised. Was there a moment when you first came when you thought, this place is absolutely massive?
Well, I thought when we landed in Bangkok on pre-season tour in 2001 and I saw 100,000 people at the airport, I thought, ooh, that's what I thought then. And then you realise what is in a world-wide scale. And obviously then in Real Madrid it's similar, wherever you go, and it's fan base, it's media, it's the attention. But in the end, you learn to bring it down to focusing on your job, to perform as a player or as a coach, and to deal with that circumstances, and that's a big responsibility. Yes, we're all aware of it, but yeah, it's also the challenge.
Joe.
Ruud, do you expect to meet Ruben on Monday to sort it all out? And also, will you be nervous, because you've spoken quite eloquently that you want to be here for the next 18 months? It's a lot at stake when you meet him, so I just wondered how you feel about that meeting and when it should take place.
Yeah, let's wait and see how that goes. I'm calm, to be fair. I'm trusting the process. I believe the outcome will be good, because I believe that as long as there's no news, I'm here at Manchester United, so that's my focus, and I'm calm in that sense. And whenever the communication will take place, I will see. But obviously we know what the time frames are, so I'm aware of that. And for me, it's tomorrow's training session, and Sunday 2 o'clock is the only thing that's on my mind, to be fair.
You will report in here on Monday. You've got the game on Sunday. You at the moment, you're just planning to come into work as you would.
Yes, definitely.
Steve.
There's always optimism when a new manager comes in, but this club's seen some probably bigger managers than Ruben in the past. Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, even Eric to some extent when he came in. What is it about Ruben, do you think, that can sort of make the difference, particularly with a group of players that have failed under a previous management?
No, I think it's about the talent of a person. That is for me the most important thing. I think a name, or big name or small name, call it anything you want, in the end it's the person and the talent and the qualities of that person that will make sure and how things will go. So that's why I'm not so. I don't think it's that's so important, the name, in this sense.
Last question, Tom.
Hi, Ruud. You spoke about your playing days there. Obviously, when you were a player, this club were top of the tree and setting standards for everything. You've come back at a difficult time over a long period, to be fair, where things aren't quite at that level. What's changed in that period? Does it feel like you've come back to a bit of a different club? Is it just that the players aren't at that level anymore, or have things changed kind of in the background and behind the scenes that maybe need to revert back to how it was 15, 20 years ago?
obviously leaving in 2006, 18 years ago, it's quite a time that I wasn't part of the club, so it's such a big question to answer, to see what happened in those 18 years. For me, the challenge was to come back, and the motivation to be part of this, that I feel that the potential of this club will always be there. And the people that actually are here and working, that's what I experienced when I joined the club, that feels similar. So it feels the same club, and that togetherness and the willingness to do better and to do well, that's what the motivation is for all the people that work here and also the players. And the target is clear also from where we are now to improve. And that will take time and it will take hard work, but that is the challenge for me, you know. Not necessarily to analyze what happened in the past, but to start working and make things better. And that's what I try to do every day.